For this module, we will focus on transportation planning. Transportation planning means that if we look into the future, what are the problems that may come up, and at this moment, what can we do to plan for the future? For example, do we need more freeways? Do we need more highways in the city? And do we need to build additional infrastructures? So those will be the content that we will talk about in this module. The key concept that we will focus on is called travel demand modeling. Specifically, how do we forecast the future demand? And in this model, we will use a 4-step process. The first step is what we call trip generation and trip attraction, meaning how many people or how many vehicles do we estimate in the future. And the second step is trip distribution, meaning how many people will travel from Zone A to Zone B, for example, from Missouri S&T to a particular community in Rhode. And the third step is we call the mode choice, meaning how many people will be driving, how many people will be walking, how many people will be riding a bike, that kind of things. And the last step is trip assignment, meaning how many people will use Thames Street, how many people will use Bishop Avenue to travel. So those will be the 4-step procedure that we will learn to do the travel demand modeling, which is a key part of the transportation planning. If you think about the highway system in the United States, we have a lot of highways and interstate freeways that are connecting different states. Assuming that you have absolutely nothing in the United States, and the first question is how many freeways do we need, and where should they be located? Which cities should we connect? So that is really at a very high level the questions that transportation planning aim to answer. The traffic engineers use these techniques a lot, and if you are interested in doing transportation planning, we have a few agencies in the state of Missouri that does this. If you are looking for the job in St. Louis area, the agency is called East-West Gateway Council of Government, so what we call EWGCOG. If you are looking at the Kansas City area, the agency is called Mid-America Regional Council, or MARC. Or if you are looking at the Springfield, they have an MPO, Metropolitan Transportation Planning agency over there. So we will spend about 2 weeks on this module. In the first week, we will talk about the concept and the background. And in the second week, we will talk about those mathematical equations and specifically focus on the travel demand modeling. This module is very, very important because every year the agency, for example, MoDOT or the other agency that I mentioned, they get millions of dollars from federal highway, but they need a justification to spend those monies. And how do we decide how many freeways, how many additional infrastructure do we have? That has to be based on certain estimation or certain forecasting. And that's the reason that we will talk about those mathematical equations to forecast the future demand, to forecast the future problems. And then that will guide agencies to effectively, efficiently use those money.